Hi guys, we're back again with another podcast, and we have a different team member today, so you guys can get started meeting everybody, and that way you guys can get to know everybody that's in it. We are going to come up with a name. I haven't put a lot of thought into it, but I'm going to start asking the team what we should name the podcast because I still have a name for it, but I think we'll get one soon. What do you think, Kimy?
I think.
But before anything, this is Kim. She works with you guys a lot of times just on the phone. She is our accountability coach. So she's going to help you get to the goal. So her job is to make sure you get to where you're trying to get to. So if you want to buy a house, you're looking to get money for your business, whatever the goal is for you, whenever you come to us for credit repair, you want to refinance your car because you're paying too much interest. Whatever it is that you want to do, her job is to make a plan for you and be like, hey, these are the things that we need to do while we're doing this, and by the time we finish the program, you can actually get to whatever it is that you're trying to get to.
Yeah. I will try my best. I promise. I promise.
And she's really good at working with a lot of you guys. She first started with us as a client manager and was doing great with clients, and changes were happening pretty good on her clients. So now to do that for all the clients and just kind of work on the goals instead of. But tell them about who Kimy is.
Well, just the shortest girl in the office. I'm only 24 years old, and I'm actually majoring in college for business marketing. So,
she's still going to school, guys.
Yeah, I graduate next year, hopefully.
Awesome. That's awesome.
And I'm also from Puerto Rico, so I'm proud of that. So I needed to put it out there.
Yeah, you got to tell them. They got to know where everybody from the team is. So it's not only Kimy. We also have Paola from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, my Boricua.
Yeah. And you guys will definitely have a podcast with the rest of the team. What do you think that podcast would be like with Paola?
Oh, it would be fun. I love you guys are going to have fun with Paola.
Yeah. But so Kimy from Puerto Rico, when did you move to the U.S.?
8 years ago.
8 years ago?
Yeah, when I was 16.
16?
So I started high school in here.
Oh, man. Nice. How you like it as far as the change from Puerto Rico to here?
At the beginning, it was like really tough.
Yeah.
I'm from the capital, so everything is just noises, party everywhere. And coming here to Winter Haven, it was like, chill.
Yeah.
You need to relax. That's a different vibe.
Yeah.
But it was hard to get used to it. Now I got too used to it. So
used to it? Now you're comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah. No, but one of the things is that she's really young, and whenever she first came to the team, obviously every single person that comes to the team will go through their credit report, make sure they understand all that stuff. And Kim is really young, but her credit was really good as soon as we went through the interview process and stuff like that, and her credit was already great. So she understood, how to build it, how to do all that. So how did you start?
Actually, that comes from generation. My grandma did the same for my mom, and she did that for us. So what she did, she started to put in us or add in us to her credit cards. But like Latinos that we are, she was like, if you messed up, girl.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
So that was in my back of my head. So like, if I did something wrong, her credit gonna get messed up.
Yeah.
So I started 17, starting working, got the credit card, and start building up with her credit. Because when you add someone up, that credit goes mashing up to me, and she was in 792. So I was good. And then after that, I knew how to do the uses of the credit cards, and now he's on 805.
805. So see, credit 805 right now, 24 years old, and then you can pretty much, it makes things super simple. But like Kimy was saying, some of the times that when you don't know, like on her situation, her grandma, her mom as an authorized user, then her mom added her as an authorized user. So it's kind of like you're passing that credit from one generation to the next, making it easy for everybody to just, hey, Grandma did the work of making sure hers was good. And then she's like, hey, here you go. And then your mom did the same thing with you.
For us, yes, for me and my sister. So we all in the 7s and 8s, 800s because of that. So she shows like, this is how you need to do it. And also with college, with the marketing, they showed you a lot of things.
Yeah.
So that's something that I implemented and showed it to my sister and my mom also.
Yeah, see, and honestly, if all Hispanics were like that, as far as like, hey, my grandpa has really good credit, and then we go and add you to a credit card, all of a sudden you don't have to start from zero because you're already starting with their credit just about. Now, if maybe your grandpa isn't here or whatever, if you're from a different country, and maybe just your dad or your brother, or it could be an uncle, it could be anybody that adds you to a credit card as far as family member, and all of a sudden now you've got that history on you. But it made things a lot easier. Well, the one thing that made things better, I think, is that she told you, if you mess up, you're gonna mess up both of us.
Yes. So that was in my conscience. You're like coming from Puerto Rico and starting over. That was also in my back of my head. Like, I can't mess up. This is a new start.
Yeah.
And also, it's a lot of things that you also say. Then I identified a lot.
Yeah.
Like with the car, I paid my car cash. So I worked till I had the money. Go to the dealer. Here's the money.
Yeah.
And that's it. I didn't put it like run my credit or anything under my name or nothing. It's just mine. And just miro, como decimos en Puerto Rico.
Yeah, there you go. But see, that's the thing. A lot of people like she's young, but she is very responsible when it comes to her money. So right now that she's working, but at the same time going to college, she's not going out and getting this fancy car just to look like you're in a fancy car. She's making sure she's financially stable and she's doing things right. But I think it comes back also from what your mom or your grandma usually tell you. Make sure you're not overspending. Did they ever have a conversation like that with you?
Yeah. She's they always told me like don't care whatever people say.
Yeah.
Because si do something good, dicen algo malo. If you do bad, they say something malo.
Yeah.
So it's just no estar más arriba than what you're supposed to be. Whatever the dollar gives you is just stretch it. That's what it gives you. Don't.
Yeah.
I know social media. And teenagers and our age also, it consumes us. I want that card. I want the new Tesla. I want this. I want that. But it's not. You don't need it. You don't need it. Just que te lleve de point A to B. That's what you need.
Yeah, and especially at the one good point, and I always try to tell them, and Kimy knows, we have meetings here in the office where we talk about the struggles of the clients that we normally have. And the biggest struggles usually for them is going to be they've gotten in a bad situation because either they lost their job or because they were they got sick or a family member got sick or stuff like that. So then they're having to help the family or help themselves at the time. And then after that, it's just like you're already in the hole. So it's kind of gets hard. But there's things that the bank wants to see whenever you're trying to rebuild. Yep. They want to see that, hey, things change from what you used to do. And we always talk about that within the team about, making sure we tell the clients, hey, these are the things that you need to change to be able to get a change, because it's a team effort to be able to get to the end goal. But the conversations at home, like the ones your mom would have with you, man, those are super important, especially growing up, because then in the back of your mind, you're like, all right, I can't overspend. I can't go crazy on it. I got to have a little bit of savings somewhere so that I make sure that I'm not, just out there. Did your grandma talk to you about that too? Or?
Well, when my grandma passed away when I was 8, so but still, when you're young, you still kind of live your grandpas and your parents are living. So they were. I'm being sincere. Even Christmas that we didn't have gifts because it's una situación económica.
Yeah.
But later on, it was like my parents and my grandma was like, "Here's the late Christmas gift," and we understand that. We weren't spoiled. It's like whatever it had, it has. Ya nosotros estábamos felices because we already know what was going on in the family, and all women, So
but see that's the thing that sometimes you have to understand, and I understand completely. We as kids, my sister and my brother, and when we were younger, también on Christmas times, there was no such thing like a Christmas tree or anything like that. And it wasn't because like our parents didn't want to. It was just situations that are out of their control at the time. But it's so sometimes it builds you up to be the person that you are.
It does, and I think that is also that young parents are going to be parents soon, or parents that are right now, they need to put that out of their kids. It's not, no todo te lo voy a dar en bandeja en plata. You need to work for it. You know, it's not that simple. It's like, I want the new iPhone. Yeah, but what have you given me in return? Your grades. That's one of the things that our parents always says, like, por lo menos dame buena nota, girl. You don't need to pay the house or anything.
Yeah.
But yes, it's just rewarding them.
Yeah.
They know what is the effort. When they grow up, they're gonna be like, okay, mom told me, like, I need to do this in order to get something good for myself back. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys now see the clients or you guys that are working with us, you understand now why Kimy is doing the job that she's doing, because she cares about the client. She cares about you reaching your goal, and at the same time, she understands how she got her credit to the 800 at 24 years old. So with that, she is the right fit to be doing the job that she's doing right now, helping you get to your goals. Because if she can understand all of this at 24 years old already and understand that the things that you need to do, for sure, she's the one that needs to be talking to you about, hey, whether you're older than her or around her same age, she is going to have all the tools needed to be able to get you to the end goal.
Yeah, and more Latinos, most of our clients are Latinos, and they just come here also, as I did, not in what is U.S.,
Yeah.
And then absolutely, when I got to channel, I was like, oh my, I can give a little bit of knowledge, 24, but still.
No, but it's honestly, and Kimy will tell you too. The whole team is people there because they want to see win at the same time. So it's like we have worked, or as far as like making sure that the people that are joining the team and we're making the team grow, that they have those same values, that they care about helping you, that they care about being there to make sure that we can get this change. Now, you will have that difficult client that doesn't want to do what we tell them to do, but it still expects those results, and it's like it puts us on a tough situation. Pero
I mean, I haven't had difficult clients. I have to be honest.
See?
All my clients are like really nice. They're like, okay, señorita Kimy, I will do it. I'm like, okay, please, thank you. Do it.
I think it's the approach too. It has a lot to do with it. But I want I'm gonna play a song. So tell me, guys, what you guys think, and then we'll see what Kimy thinks. This is a song that one of the friends created.
Crédito anda mal, no te preocupes más. Cordova Financial aquí te va a ayudar. Borramos los problemas que te quieren frenar y tu futuro limpio vamos a asegurar. Deudas no te asusten, no mires atrás. Con nuestras soluciones todo puede cambiar. Confía en nuestro equipo que sabe dar. Tu crédito en la cima lo vamos a dejar. Cordova Financial es tu oportunidad para un futuro grande y lleno de bienestar. Tus sueños alcanzables los hacemos realidad. Cordova Financial es tu hogar de confianza y paz.
What do you think?
We even have a jam.
That one of my friends sent it to me. It's like, man, check this out. I did a song for you guys, and the other day I was like, I listened to it for a little bit, but I'm busy here. I didn't sit down and listen to it last night or yesterday. I'm like, oh, let me go play that full song. And I was like, wow, that's something we got to bring out to the podcast.
No, I mean, I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it has the smooth thing that it will touch your hand. It's like, yeah, it's my time to do it.
Yeah,
it's time to fix it. And it has, in the beginning, it says, it will go take you to the future.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things that I always tell my client.
Yeah.
When it comes, they always go, I had there's like, oh, boyfriend, and I co-signed for the card, and I messed up. I got divorced. And I'm telling them, yeah. When we get burned, we don't get like a book saying like this is things that are gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's things that we have to go life. And I always tell them like, hey, you just did the first step to outcome you. You know,
to
just fix your credit and go back to the way you are. Just forget about what happened in the past. We're gonna try the best to help you. So I like that song for that meaning.
No, but and one of the things that Kim's mentioned, right? We get people that have some stories that like. Wow. Sometimes you're like, wow, all that stuff going on at the same time. And then them just be like, okay, it's time to fix what's damaged. And honestly, That's why you connect with the client, and then it becomes a mission to get to the end goal.
Yeah, I have a lady that will never forget. She just said like, "Hey Kim, I just want to fix my credit." And I'm like, "What is your goal? A business?" No, I just want to fix my credit so I can get a loan to pay for my kid college.
Oh.
That hit me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a student too, and I see the position of a mother and also the kid that in the future is going to be so grateful for it. And that lady touched my heart. I always call her like, "Hey, are you okay? How is everything going?" It's like, yeah, the last time that I called her to do an update, it was around like from the campus to see what college the kids going. I'm like,
awesome. That's great.
that gets my heart. When the client called me, I was like, "Hey, Kimy, I know my score is not up there, but it is on 620, which I was able to get, I got the down payment for the house. I already got my house." And I'm like, "It's my first client." I'm like, "Yeah."
That's awesome. See, those are the kind of calls that were like, wow, this is the reason I'm doing this, and this is the reason we are actually trying to do this. It's just to be able to help somebody. But those are the really happy stories. But would Kimy ever go back to Puerto Rico?
Just for vacations.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't think I will. I got used to it. Probably go out somewhere, but to Puerto Rico back, no, I don't think so.
No,
No.
And I'm thinking I haven't never went, but I'm thinking of going. Where should I go?
That I've been to?
Yeah, where do you recommend me going the first time that I'm going? Like I'm going to visit and see Puerto Rico. Where should I go?
The Piñones.
Yeah.
That is beer and fritura, like alcapurria, bacalaíto, mofongo. At night. That's where all the music comes out, all the live.
Yeah.
Beers, bucket of beers. If you want to get something chill, like being tourist, go to San Juan. That's where the fancy things are. But if you want to go like Puerto Rican style, Piñones. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you guys say whoever wants to visit Puerto Rico, también.
Yeah.
If you actually want to have some fun and have a good time and want to get the actual Puerto Rico instead of just the tourist spots.
Yeah. Every day, summer day, so every day is a party day in Puerto Rico, believe me.
Yeah.
They celebrate, it's the first rain. Let's celebrate it. The girl has her first graduation. Let's celebrate it. Celebrate everything. Even when the people on the funerals, this is something funny. So in Puerto Rico, the funeral is, we just watch, we just sad, all this stuff. But when there's always on the parking lot, one uncle, un tío, que has la neverita on the back of the truck, and he's like, whoever wants it, there's coronas, there's gasolina on the parking lot, and we just celebrate also.
What's gasolina?
Like gasolina is like a camping sound for adults.
Oh, yeah?
It's strong. I will bring you one gasolina with parcha. Oh, you're gonna love it.
No, but you guys, so different countries have different things that they do, even like you said on a funeral, different things. And in Mexico too, that they'll have almost pretty similar to what you're saying. You'll have the actual viewing inside, and there'll be a few, like you said, uncles and outside that are, drinking some Coronas or sitting there. And it's like, here in the U.S.,
They don't do that.
No, they don't do none of that.
I even went to one in Fort Lauderdale, and they even have a buffet and everything. I'm like, damn. In Puerto Rico, for that, it's just Coronas.
It's just Coronas. See, but people prioritize the alcohol instead of the food.
Wow. I think it's cheaper when you...
No, it's for sure. It's a different. Every single place in the earth is a little different. We have different cultures, different way that we approach things. But it honestly, I think the Hispanics are like more for party, regardless of what's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
We see the bright side of everything. We're down. Forget it. Let's party.
Yeah.
Let's celebrate it.
And I think that's one of the things that, like, when you were saying right now about the struggles of like making sure that you pay things, Hispanics are more like, we come from, whether it's like you're moving from Puerto Rico to the States, or you're coming from Salvador, Ecuador, or Mexico or Guatemala, anywhere. It's like we know how it is on our places. So it's less opportunities, harder things to get. And you come here, there's a opportunity. So you're like, man, you're more grateful for it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I wouldn't be where I'm at if I would have stayed in Puerto Rico. Yeah. I love my country, but it wasn't a place to grow.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't have the knowledge that I have right now. But yeah, when I came here, opportunities for me is just like, I want to embrace everything and get the more knowledge. So one day I can go back to my country and be like, I want to educate my people, you know,
Yeah.
I want to help them and be better.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then this is the first podcast she's doing that. She's sharing all the information with you guys.
I'm
And
a book. I don't
I'm all like, Kimy will tell you everything.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing that you know, whenever you're in like direct customer, when you're helping people, especially through a really rough time, because whenever they repo your car or whenever you're trying to qualify for housing, you can't qualify. You're trying to qualify, like she was saying about loans for school, and you don't qualify. It's probably the worst time of sometimes people's life, and then they come to us at their worst time, and being able to help them through. And then when they actually leave, they're like excited, they're happy, their life is that's the fulfilling of the
yeah,
what
and
we
when
do.
you communicate with them and they see like, okay, she understands me, we're on the same page. They're like, okay, yeah. And then some of them, I know that, like you said, they come on their worst, and that's when they're the most impatient.
Yeah.
They're like, really, I haven't seen work in a month. I'm like, hey, bro, you have this collection since 2019.
Yeah.
So it's just, I want people to understand that it's also a progress. It's not that we're not doing our part of our job. It will take, but it will go there.
Yeah.
I have clients, you know, I've been a small time working here, but on the small time, you know, if we put our part, they put their part, you know, we work together.
Yeah,
it will get there.
Changes. Yeah. No, it's one of the things that I think I've made a video that was smaller, and it's like, hey, you want to see changes, follow our directions. At the same time, we'll do our part, and it'll work together. But thank you, Kimy, for doing the podcast. I appreciate it, and I'm sure everybody will enjoy it.
Yes.
We'll definitely do another one as we're going through the whole team. Put in the comments, who do you guys want to do a second one with, and then we'll definitely come back. I'm sure you guys want to hear a little bit more about Kimy, and then we'll bring the rest of the team so you guys can meet everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I promise.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it, and catch us on the next one.